Hello there everybody, welcome back to my Siegmeyer of Caterina playthrough, Cos-playthrough part 5, and today we are going to get the hell out of Blighttown because we've done everything we could really do down here for now, and it's time to make some progress. Next we will head up to, what is it, Firelink Shrine, and then we'll head up to Sen's Fortress, and then that's probably what we're going to take on. Alright, so from here on out it'll actually be post-commentary, because I sped up a lot of parts throughout this episode only because it's really, really long. And, so yeah. So, anyway, we're trying to make our way out of Blighttown the fastest way possible, which is the way that connects directly to the back end of Firelink Shrine, which I'm taking right now. I do manage to do it on the first try. As you can see, it's just a combination of ladders and that pinwheel. That's pretty much all there is to it. Look out for those mosquitoes and those little four-armed insect dudes, and you should be alright. Make my way through here. I was about to fight these trolls, but then I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Really don't need to. I can just run past them, so keep on trekking. Two fat trolls up here. One's roaring. I'm like, yeah, fuck all that shit. And here we go. We keep on going. Trucking and trucking and trucking. Trying to make sure my big ass don't fall off that little bridge right there. And open up this back gate, because I have the master key from my last playthrough, so it's all good. Make a pit stop in New Londo Ruins. Call this elevator down. Alright, once that shows up, we go on right back on up. Make our way to Firelink Shrine. Make our way up this gate. And as I said before, we did kill Lautrix, so Rhea is in fact dead. Here I pick up her gear. And we unfortunately cannot use this bonfire. I check in with him for some reason, just to see if he had anything to say. I don't speak to Frampt yet, and Rhea, and I think what was his name? Thoris? Or some shit like that. Anyway. Make my way up to the undead, what is that, the undead bird? Yeah. Undead parish, whoops. Alright, so anyway, I make my way over to the main meat of this episode, which is the Sen's Fortress part, which was a long trek. I was thinking about just cutting this out, but I was like, yeah, some people might want to see it, so I'll leave it in. And then right here I stopped with the fast forwarding stuff. I didn't do much at this bonfire, all I did was repair all my shit, and I don't think I leveled up at all. And here we go to the main meat of the story, which is Sen's Fortress. As you can see, Siegmeyer, our old cousin, our old buddy, our old pal, is not there at the steps no more. He seems to have taken himself inside. Here I try out some rotten pine resin, you know, just because I have so many of them. Might as well just use them up. Use the old arrow trick. Take out this first guy, which he does fall for it. Sometimes they're like crafty, they move the hell out of the way. And I actually do forget at this point, especially there's a couple times throughout this video where I'll try to like do this weird thing with my shield. I keep forgetting that the pierce shield cannot parry, or at least not to my knowledge. What the hell am I talking about, to my knowledge? It can't parry. Yeah, all it does is sort of like this thrusting attack, like this lizard up here. Be careful with these damn pinwheels, because they will fuck your day up, and I did not want to go down there on the tar. But anyway. I tried to parry the snake guy, because that's what I usually do, but then like I said, I forgot that. Did I try it one more time? Yep, I tried it again. I'm like, what the fuck? So that's what I'm like, yeah, I don't want to die here on my first part at Sen's Fortress, so I'm just going to backstab and, you know, get that over with. I was tempted to actually go for that item he was dropping, but I was like, I don't think so. I think I'm going to pass out on it. Anyway, so we make our way further up into Sen's Fortress. Try to avoid that cobra with the lightning strikes going on. He does, if you actually want some Flamebergs, which is a sword, which is sort of like a strong straight sword, I think it is. He actually will drop those on a rare drop, but anyway, that's just a side note. I didn't really need those. Activate this quick trap. Did I grab those large Titanite shards? Yeah, I did. Yep, okay. I did grab them. Alright, then this... It's funny, though, on this part right here where the snake guy's about to get hit by the boulder, on the second time that if you, for some reason, have to come through here a second time and they're all respawned, he actually won't do this. It's kind of weird. There, I assumed he jumped off the edge, but he might as well have because he walks up the ramp and he gets hit by a boulder, so... I take this opportunity to turn around and do a plunging attack on his old buddy right here that's sleeping against the wall. Bam! one-hit wonder, and that's the end of that. Anyway, so I make my way back up the steps. Oop. Wait for that boulder to come on through, which it just did, and I make my way up these little ramparts. And the Cobra actually, he's never usually does that. He usually waits a few seconds and hits me with the lightning, but he didn't do it this time. He decided to come right down. And unfortunately, it was his demise. These guys, these other ones, these knights down here, for some reason aggroed as well. I don't know if I was making too much noise with my big ass or what, but for some reason they come wandering down this way, which I do use to my advantage. Coat my blade with some fire, and I think I wait for his buddy to come on down. Yep, which I do. For some odd reason, I can't remember why I didn't do the plunging attack. I don't know if I pressed the wrong button or what. But anyway, then we find our old buddy, our old cousin. The whole inspiration behind this playthrough to begin with, sitting right here.
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Splendid you, as I tell you. Ah, so you see my fight. I've run up against a wall, for a ball to be precise. I say, my wits is tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, who knows. We'll have another today. Perhaps I could try some rain. Bah, no fun. My head would spin.
And here's where he starts repeating his dialogue, so I go ahead and I dip out. I don't make you guys watch the track back up the ramp. I just go ahead and cut that part out. So here, this is basically where we would have ended up at the end of the ramp, so you guys ain't gonna watch all that bull crap. I try to aggro the snake guy to make sure. Expert dodge of them arrows, which he does get hit by a few of them, but not all of them. Here, once again, I try to parry, and I, for some odd reason, I kill him anyway with the little pierce. Because it does have a little poker at the end of it, so that's what it is. There I do actually test out the shield, and I realize, okay, yeah, I can't parry it. I gotta stop doing that. I'm gonna have to remember that in the future as well. Alright, here I'm sort of listening for the barrel, but I have the volume on very low on my TV right now, so I was listening for the barrel to see when it, was coming down and whatnot. I make my way down here, and for some odd reason I decided to turn around and like point out that that wall could be broken, but then I guess like halfway through I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not going to do all that bullshit, they should know where it goes. And here I cut my blade with some fire, and I go to fight the mimic. What's real odd though is I think I don't hit him all the way, because I only did 12 damage there, then on the next hit I do 664. And it's kind of weird. Maybe I just like chipped his toe or some shit. But I was like, what the fuck? Get the lightning spear, which I don't need, but I got it anyway. Anyway, all that blood on the platform is a clear indication that we did get the fuck off this thing, which I do. Go up these stairs, through this little cage that's broken off door. And I checked this door for some odd reason because I wasn't remember which side it opens from, but there I verified for myself. And now here we find where all them damn boulders are coming from. This fucking McKing. I think here I wait just to make sure that that wall broke. I don't want to like fuck it up for some odd reason. And then I decide to push it the other way around. I go over this way just to unlock that other side of the door. I'm not sure why I didn't even need any of the other items over there, but I'm like, what the hell. I'm over here anyway. This Cobra guy's screaming for no damn reason because he's about to die. And I get my little soul. Climb on through here, grab this spell that I won't use, but, well, I'm going to grab it anyway. And all that sorcerer gear as well. This was the other side of that gate we were just at that I couldn't open. So I open that up, go down the steps. I think I'm wondering if the boulder, like, because sometimes it'll do this automatic shift into the area that you are. I don't, the only exception is I think it doesn't do the Big Hat Logan unless it's forcibly put that way. So anyway, I just verified that the boulders are coming down here, and then I come down here to free Big Hat Logan. Even though I'm not going to buy any spells in particular that I think I will, I just want to free him and, you know, fill up my Firelink Shrine with all the NPCs that I can. Here, I think I listen to him for like a few seconds, and then I wear out his dialogue. Just to make sure that he comes back to Firelink, that's all. Go down here just to get the soul, which it might come in handy. You know, you never know. You want to have these things on deck. Plus, this was like a soul of a, what was that, a soul of a hero? Yeah. And then I just, I cut the rest of the part out. All I do is I trek back up the mountain, back up the ramp, and a bunch of boring crap you guys need to see. And as you saw, we just left the boulder room. That's where we were before, which is where we're going to go next. Then obviously we're here at this bridge. I cut up my blade with poison because on the other side, there's actually cobras and snakes type warriors. This one, man, is a little tricky. You gotta run like as soon as possible. You can't wait because they're all too close together. They'll knock you off. I always forget though how much poise Siegmeyer's armor has. You can actually get away with knocking people out or like attacking people through attacks. For some reason I forget how much poise his armor actually has, but it actually does come in handy a lot. Because obviously if I was wearing something else or if I was naked or some shit, that man's serpent greatsword, that shit would like knock me, it would completely destroy me because I would just keep getting staggered over and over and over again. But with good old Caterina Siegmeyer's armor on, that shit doesn't happen. Here I'm trying to aggro his lightning strike, that way I have like a couple seconds worth to run, but he's not doing it, so I'm like, you know what, fuck it, man, I'm just gonna keep going. And I think I'm scot-free, and then he hits me right here. I'm like, whoa, fuck. I better get the hell on. I think there's like a ring down below. I don't bother with that because I already have it in my inventory from last playthroughs, so I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Here, I don't even bother picking up these souls, which I do grab later on. I just don't need them right now, and plus I'm trying to avoid that big-ass boulder of fire that you just hear exploding behind me. Activate this bonfire, and I think I put one into Endurance. Yeah, there it goes. Endurance 46 now, and level 94. And then I think I'm not pretty sure, but I'm pretty sure I cut some of this part out right here. Yep, which is basically where we were just now, just so you guys are going to see that little trek around. My first priority that I wanted to do to take care of first is take care of that damn giant that's throwing all those boulders. It'll make the trek around this area a lot easier if I just take care of him right now, which is where I'm headed to. I don't bother with the shortcut, I don't bother with Ricard over there. I do take care of him here in a second, or at least I try to fight him anyway. Which was an entertaining fight. I'll let you guys see that here in a second, but anyway, I make my way up the tower, make my way up the steps, and this part right here has always given me problems way back in the past, only because I always end up falling off these edges. It's the same problem that I have on Orlando up on the rafters. The pathways are like so narrow, it's just that sometimes I go to the left or to the right too much and whop! Fall off. Alright, so I make my way up these circular circles, this circle over here. Coat my blade with some fire, and I go to take on the giant. I instantly recognize right here when he starts stomping from doing so much PvE in the past, that attack aggro's that shit, where he'll like go on a rampage just to destroy you, and then he'll like take a time out for like 5 seconds, which I do take the opportunity to just demolish him. And 4 hits from his Y plus 15 with fire on, NewGame plus, and he's destroyed. Anyway, that's one dilemma out the way. I always did find it funny though that these steel balls, these little rock balls, just break like little glass paper plates. I guess they're made out of glass then, aren't they? Here, I make my good jump across. Usually I never make that jump. Usually it takes me like 1 or 2 tries, which is really frustrating. But anyway, I run through his dialogue real quick just to show you guys, if you guys want to do your own Siegmeyer, like some people have messaged me, where do you get the armor? I was like, what the fuck? Right there, that's where you get the armor for Siegmeyer. Because you can get a shield from Siegmeyer himself, and you also get a miracle that I don't know if he uses or if that he just has on him. Here I speed it up. But anyway, what I was saying is that that's where you get his armor from. I don't think there's anywhere else in the game that I believe. Even if you kill Siegmeyer, I don't think you get his armor, so... His wire you get in the graveyard, his shield you get from him, and then his armor you get from that guy. Some have speculated that that's Siegmeyer's armor, which I don't... Obviously, I don't think so. Here, I think I cut it out. Oh, okay, I speed it up. Did I? What the fuck? Okay, yeah, I speed this shit up just to make sure I get all the way up there. I think I switched out my point arrow, which I'm about to use here in a second. And here, we're about to fucking try to jump and fucking fail. What the fuck? You suck. Alright, so anyway, we're back up here now. Here's where I start picking up the items, and that one, now that the troll's dead, I got the fucking key for the shortcut. I decided the final, you know, thing on the list that we have to take care of before we end Sen's Fortress and take out the boss is go and fight Ricard, which we don't have to. We could have just left him alone, but I was like, yeah, you know what, fuck it. Some people might call me out for not taking him on. Alright. For some reason, I overpredict this guy. You know, I'm being an ass with him. I'm like, I should just, like, take chances. For some reason, I think he's more powerful than he actually is. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm missing and shit. And here I'm just like, fuck it, man. Just start swiping this fucker. And sure enough, he's dead. I have a weird habit with that on NewGame Plus. What the fuck? The screen just went to black like an asshole. Alright, anyway. Go down this ladder and make our way over to Picard. Did I still have fire on my blade, or does it wear off? Yeah. Okay, I just heal up real quick. And sure enough, go around this corner, take up Picard, and at first I think it's going to be easy as hell because I flatten him right here. And then I turn around and flatten him again, and I go for a third one, and for some reason I hit the fucking cliff. All of a sudden he starts fucking me up. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa! I'm like, holy shit. And I'm like, okay, sure enough, the fucker doesn't block, so... There's like a divine blessing and something else up there. I just said fuck it, I turned back around once I killed Ricard. Because, I was like, yeah, fuck it, I don't really need anything else up there. And then sure enough, here we go, we got the Iron Golem over there that's about to, we're about to take on and fight. I think there's one last priority that we need to take care of, and that's activate the shortcut. Only because until we defeat Ornstein and Smoke later on in Orlando, I will have to use that shortcut probably every so often. Or I might not have to, I just activate it, okay? I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, I just activate it. Well, because that's just the way I do it, alright? Alright, I don't make you guys actually look, actually go down, all the way down the cage. I think I speed it up here, or I cut it out, something like that. Let's just double check, make sure. Yep, here I go. I speed it up, just to make sure that you guys see that I go up, go down, come right back up, blow it out. And then that's it. I make myself back around the, little corridor here. The boss is waiting for me. No giants throwing fireballs at me. It's all good for now. That guy's still dead. For some reason, I thought he was still alive. I'm like, what the fuck? Alright, here I go over here just to make sure that if anybody has, like, questions, there's actually a NPC named Black Iron Tarkus, and if you actually summon him before the boss battle, he is more than capable of taking out the boss himself. Here I just make a little short effort to point him out. He's inside this building right here. Right there. As you can see, a little image on the screen for you guys. Black Iron Tarkus. Infamous for just soloing bosses. You don't even have to do anything. He will take him out himself, but obviously I'm not going to do that. Here I shoot a little power within. I think I try out the poison resin. Yep, I try out the poison resin. Just to see how that works. Like I said, I never really use pine resin. Really, the only good thing to use it on that I've seen is like in PvP matches, but even then, it's really not that good. Alright. Here, do a little expert dodge roll. That fucker flew right past me. And my whole plan here was to try to like get him to fall off the edge only because it's so damn funny. But I couldn't get him to do it. I think I got him to like shake a little bit. The trick is to basically keep working on his heals. He's got literally a Greek mythology weakness, Achilles heel. He literally has one of those, and it's just basically that's all you gotta do is keep working on his shins and his heels. And here, I'm not locking on either. I find it easier to just like not lock on, just go between his legs and try your best to hit his legs. Locking on sometimes has you going towards his head and his shoulders, and sometimes you'll end up wandering off the edge. So I'm like, yeah, screw that. This is basically how I do the entire fight. Just basically keep going back and forth through his legs, let him wear himself out. That move right there is the grab, and it's kind of a bitch. And what the fuck, he grabbed me? Fuck! Oh, shit. Alright, so after he pulled that shit, man, I'm like, fuck. Grabbed me and threw me off the fucking edge, man. I knew it was coming, too. As soon as I, like, fucked up and missed his ankle, he's like, oh, I got you now, you fucker. That one, for some reason, hit the center of the stage. I'm not sure what the hell he was aiming for, but... He kind of reminds me, the Iron Golem, it kind of reminds me in a way of the Adjudicator from Demon Souls. Just without the legs, you know what I'm saying? The Adjudicator had, like, legs, but they were, like, really small. That he sort of had an armor plate, just like, ooh. You see, right here, if I could only make him lay down, it would have been set. Or at least I think it would have, anyway. But I couldn't remember which body part I got to hit. I wasn't sure if it was his arm or his leg. See here, I worked my way around to fight his arm. But he's not falling. He ends up standing back up like an asshole. See, right here. But what I was saying is the Adjudicator has like a bird or like a fucking crow at the top of his head, which is his weakness. And the rest of his body is filled with like a plated armor just like that. And plus he's gold. Whoa, fuck, he hit me. Here I'm like, oh fuck, is he about to beat me again? It's like, I never lose this much to the Iron Golem, man, what the fuck? But no lie, if you actually look at those pillars on the outside of the arena, I thought my first time through that those gargoyles were going to come to life. It probably would have made the battle a lot more intense. But nonetheless, it was pretty fun. Here he is just going ape shit, he wants me dead, with a capital dead. Alright, here I'm feeling my power within wears off, but I decided not to do it again. I could have just like easily powered with it again, but he only has like 2 hits left. Here the camera angle's fucking up on me. I'm like, oh man, I do not want to be this close to the edge with this guy. Whoa, expert dodge. And keep working. Here I think he's like forgot that I was, he's like, man, fuck it, I'm about to leave. Because he starts heading towards the door, then he turned around. And there's the winning shot. And that was pretty much my battle with the Iron Golem. Here we activate the yellow ring to call our little errand boys to honor Orlando. Man, Siegmeyer looks so fucking sweet in these cutscenes. He's like, get the fuck off me, man. Need 2 gargoyles to lift his big ass up. And then finally we have reached the kingdom of the gods. Or at least, the ex-gods. All shiny and shit. I don't know, man, I don't know, it's kind of bland to me. I like the city layout itself, but the walls and shit were kind of bland. It's just all white. I don't know. Kind of crappy. And yes, we have reached out Orlando. And that pretty much wraps up the vid. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This has been Siegmeyer, Caterina Playthrough Part 5. And until next time, bye-bye.